Love seeing that monorail. Makes me feel like I'm at the most magical place on earth. That's because we are at the most magical place on earth, established in 1971, the Magic Kingdom of Walt Disney World. I am so excited for our adventure today. Today we're going to be talking about windows. Why would we be talking about windows? Because as you enter the most magical place on earth, the Magic Kingdom, you have to walk down a street called Main Street U.S.A. And all along Main Street U.S.A. are very special windows that have very special names on them. Everywhere you look, pay attention to the windows, because I guarantee the window you look up at will have someone's name on it. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. What the windows of Main Street are and who certain people are on these windows leading you down to Cinderella Castle. Hi everybody, and welcome to the world of Micah. Today we are here at the Magic Kingdom where we're going to be talking about the windows of Main Street USA. I'm going to be showing you guys a few specific windows, talking about the person's name on the window and what role they played in the history of the Walt Disney Company. It's going to be a lot of fun. You guys are going to get to tag along. Let's take a closer look. Let's take a closer look. And the names on the windows start right over here at the very front of the confectionery. In fact, one of the first windows I wanted to look at is right up here. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can really see Roy O. Disney. If we can dream it, we can do it. Dreamers and doers are what all three of those windows say above the confectionery here on Main Street USA. Roy O. Disney, as you guys know, is Walt Disney's brother, who dedicated this place back in 1971. And without his guidance and help, this place would have never seen the light of day, because before this was open, Walt had passed on. His brother took over and made sure that we were able to see this place on opening day 1971. So thank you, Roy. But let's continue down Main Street and find some names you might not have ever heard of before. Now the next window we're going to look at is right here. It is above the confectionery also. This is Buena Vista Magic Lantern Slides. And right below that it has the names of Yale Gracie, Bob Martin, Ken O'Brien, and Wathel Rogers. Coming out of that camera, it reads, "Treat your friends to our special tricks." Well, there's a reason for those guys' names being right below a camera and talking about treating your friends to special tricks. All the men's names that you see on this window here were in charge of the special effects that you see in the Haunted Mansion. Now, Yale Gracie, Bob Martin, and Wathel Rogers, all three have tombstones at the Haunted Mansion. And then Mr. Ken O'Brien was in charge of the audio animatronics from the Hall of Presidents, Country Bear Jamboree, and Pirates of the Caribbean. But the mention of all the guys with the Haunted Mansion is the reason why it states, "Treat your friends to our special tricks." They use the Pepper's Ghost in the Haunted Mansion, and these guys were kind of the masterminds of reusing that classic magic trick. Now tucked away here, right across the street from the Emporium, is a very special one if you're a fan of the Walt Disney family. Right up here is a contractor, not really a contractor. His name is Elias Disney. And if you don't know, Elias Disney was Walt and Roy's father. And they have a very special window for him tucked away in here. Now, not all the windows here on Main Street USA are about a specific person. For example, if you come on the back side here of the Crystal Arts and take a look at the windows they have up here, those windows say that there are voice, singing, ballet, tap dance, waltz, music, and dance lessons happening right up there. Some private lessons are happening up there. And if you listen very closely, sometimes you can hear people singing, dancing, and doing different things, having their own private lesson. But there's nothing actually happening in those windows. It's just a part of the story, part of the magic of Main Street USA. So sometimes you can find windows just like that, where there's not someone's name or anything specific. It's just All a part of storytelling. It's very, very difficult to hear, but I'm going to be quiet here just for a second and see if you guys can actually hear this. I don't think you're going to be able to hear it, but the next time you're here, it's right next to this Crystal Art sign. Stand right where I'm standing and just listen. You can hear a conversation happening, piano, and people talking. There's a very funny window here in front of the Crystal Arts, right on the main road of Main Street USA. If you look up here, it says MT Lot Real Estate Investment. This is a tribute to all the men who, along with Walt, bought all the property of Walt Disney World little by little using different fake names. One of the names up here is Mr. Don Tatum. But then they're talking, but on the other window, there's fake real estate names. One of them, Tomahawk Properties. Also, Reedy Creek is mentioned on here, as well as Bay Lake. It's talking about all the different names, fake names that they used when they were buying the land for Walt Disney World, because they did not want anyone to know that Disney was in fact buying the land here. Pretty funny. MT Lot Real Estate. These three windows are also very important to the Disney family. Mr. Roy E. Disney, who was Roy O. Disney's son and Walt Disney's nephew. His entire family were all sailors. They gave his wife Patty a window. Susan, Timothy, Roy Patrick, and Abigail all got a window here together. Very nice. And they made it seem like it was a tribute to sailors. Directly across the street here, above the Main Street Fashion and Apparel, is one for an Imagineer that I've actually met before, Mr. Bob Gurr. On this window it says the Big Wheel Company, one of a kind. Horseless carriages, unicycles. Kind of awesome. It's kind of a tribute to the men who work with the wheels and different things that move here at the Disney parks, including Mr. Bob Gurr. And if you don't know who Bob Gurr is, anything that moves like a vehicle or a ride system at the Disney parks, more than likely Bob Gurr invented it or had something to do with the creation. Continuing our way down Main Street, right here above the Main Street Bakery, there is a window dedicated to UB iWorks. On this window it states iWorks and iWorks stereoscopic cameras, UB iWorks and Don iWorks. UB iWorks was one of the first men to work with Walt in the creation of Walt's early work of film. I highly recommend looking up UB if you've never seen or heard of UB iWorks. I guarantee you, you know his work. You just didn't know it was his work. Very, very important man, Mr. UB iWorks. And then right to the left, right over here, is a little window for Ron and Diane Miller. Ron and Diane Miller. Diane was Walt's daughter, and Ron was her husband. Ron worked for Walt, and Ron worked for the Walt Disney Company for a long time. Had a lot of things to do with this company. And his daughter Diane is very special to the Disney Company because of her dad's hard work and dedication to his company. I'm so glad they gave her her own window here because she deserves it. Now there's a reason I'm not showing every single window here. I want to give you guys a chance to visit Main Street USA yourself and look up some of the names and do a little research for your own so you can learn something new the next time you come on vacation with your family. There's all kinds of stuff on the internet. There's countless books talking about the Main Street windows. So I recommend looking those up. If you see a name or something you don't know what it is, look it up, research it, and learn something new. And now we're gonna go on to our final window of the day. It's for the man himself, Walter Elias Disney. Graduate School of Design and Master Planning. Below him are other names such as Bill Martin and Richard Irvine, and people who really helped Walt see all of his dreams come to life. But the one that Walt never got to actually see for himself is the Magic Kingdom. And the reason they placed this window here on the back side of the Main Street Plaza and ice cream parlor is so that Walt will always be facing the castle. And I like that idea. The idea that Walt is always looking at one of his biggest projects that started with him and ended after Disney. So the next time you guys are walking down Main Street USA, all the names and people and different things are not just for laughs and different things. They're all meaningful to the Disney company. All those people have done so much hard work and dedication throughout their lives to make just a simple day at the Magic Kingdom or at Disneyland or any other Disney theme park that you visit in the world a very special one. And for that, we owe them a very special thank you. So thank you, Walt Disney Company, for creating an amazing tribute to all your cast members of the past, and I look forward to seeing some new cast members make some incredible dreams come true in the future. Well, we're back where we started, right here at the front of Main Street USA. And I think it's time to say goodbye, but if you enjoyed this episode, please give me a big thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button. It's free. It'll keep you updated with my latest video. And the next time you're here at the Magic Kingdom, take a closer look at a few of the windows. If you see a name you haven't heard before, take a picture of it, Google it, and read up on that person, because without that person's help and hard work, none of this that we come and enjoy here at the Magic Kingdom would be possible. And for that, I am thankful for those people, and I'm thankful for you guys for watching this episode as well. If you would like to support my channel, please visit my Patreon page at patreon.com/worldofmicah, where donating $1 a month can help fund episodes just like this. I'll see you on the next episode of World of Micah, everybody. Until then, stay weird. Goodbye.